All right, everybody. Well, hello and welcome to Tech Tuesday. My name is E.R. Wolf, one of the co-founders here at LFI, and we're going to be talking about how to use technology, mainly with the focus of how do you introduce yourself? And we've been talking consistently throughout 2022 and in previous years about networking in the 21st century. And really the way that we engage with people, we introduce ourselves to people, the way we allow them to connect with us, and doing that in a seamless fashion so that it creates as lowest friction as possible for the people that we're meeting with in order to move forward in the process of developing relationship with us. And we obviously have focused on digital business cards. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, on how do you introduce yourself. And we've talked about this in the past. Maybe you've caught one of our videos, but here's the reality, guys. You're either sharing information with one of these, or you're sharing your information maybe with one of these, or one of these. And we want to talk about the compare and contrast with those briefly. And then we're going to get into building a free digital business card and maybe even a more upscale digital business card. And then we'll collaborate here as a group and as a community as well. So if you want to join the conversation, make sure to check out these Zoom links, become a member of the LFI community so that you can get the most out of your LFI tools that are Shuffle and Tap. So let's kick it off. Guys, you've heard this, the traditional business card. It's the #1 business marketing tool for people who are going into business, yet it is probably the most ineffective marketing tool. And I think we go back to that definition of insanity of doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. The reality is you have to hand out about 2,500 business cards. Think about that, 2,500 business cards to see a 2% increase in your business. So the question is it worth it? How many of you have handed out 2,500 business cards lately? And are you seeing that 2% uptick in your business? Because the reality is most of these, in fact, 90% of these, 9 out of 10 business cards that you hand out, they're going into somebody's circular filing bin. They're going into the trash can, or they're sitting on somebody's desk, and that person isn't getting over the force of friction to call you up, to do anything, even if they think they can do business with you. And so how do we change all of that? We change it by going digital. We change it by creating a digital business card, by sharing those digital business cards in very simple ways so that they already have that information right on their phone. You're one click away to call or add your contact information to their phone or connect with you on social media. Do all of those things that you wish your traditional business card did. So that's what we're going to be focusing on right now, is the digital business card. I'm going to go ahead and share my personal digital business card with you. And then we're going to talk about how you can make one like this or one similar. And we'll also be talking about free digital business card. We truly believe everybody in the world should be introducing themselves with a digital business card. We believe in that so much. We've made it available completely free, our free simple digital business card for you to use. And obviously, if you're going to be out there networking and sharing and connecting, you're probably going to want to share additional information. You're going to want to track who you're sharing it to. So we know some of the premium features within Shuffle will be of value to you. So I'm going to share my screen, and what you're going to see is my digital business card. Now, typically, I would not be on our Tech Tuesday Master Trainer Kathy Zoom, and I'd have a little icon floating around with my my QR code, but there are multiple ways to share, and typically it's sharing through a QR code. So anybody who's watching this in replay or on the live stream, you could scan this, and it's going to link directly to my digital business card. So much better than giving you a piece of paper and requiring you to go through the finger damage of entering in my phone number or my website address. What else is I can make it interactive? I've got my image, my logo, who I am, what my role is, some information about me, simple links for somebody to just tap, to call me or to email me or to find my location. Outbound web links. This is stuff you cannot put in print. You can't put a one-button web link to go wherever you want it to go on a piece of paper. Even embedded videos. Maybe you have something that tells people who you are or what you do or talks about your products, your service, your brand, and you have it in a video. You can include those types of things on your digital business card. Now I'm going to jump over to our free version. And again, something as simple as finding ways for people to get your information and to connect with you. And the more we lower the friction, the more likely it is that they're going to lean forward into that process. So again, we offer this completely for free, an easy way for them to save your info, to forward your info to other people, to see who you are. There's nothing like putting a face to a name. What you do, your role in the company you're with, simple ways for them to contact you. And I'll show you how you can put different contact methods in here to connect with you. Maybe your goal is for people to connect with you on social media sites. You can put all types of social sites on here. Again, outbound web links, embedded videos, and even lead capture forms so that you can gather other people's information as part of your efforts of being out there networking. All of this completely free, everybody. So we're going to jump into this quick training. I'm going to go through the process of how simple it is to create a free digital business card. And then I'll even sort of give you a high level overview of how to go through and create something a bit more stunning or premium here with our premium digital business card. Now, I've logged into our demo account here, guys. You can go over to lfishuffle.com. If somebody shared this video with you, reach out to them. They can actually get you a discount or show you how to get that free card as well. And you're just clicking on Get Shuffle. If you already have your Shuffle account, you're clicking on Sign In, and it's going to take you to your Shuffle sort of back area here. There's also mobile apps so that you can do this directly from your mobile device or even update your cards on the fly. There's nothing like going into an event and you've got to change a phone number or an email address or a title. You know, maybe you got a promotion recently. You don't want to be printing cards all over again. You just want to update your card quickly. And that way, anybody you've ever given a card to, if they come back to that link, they're going to get all of your updated information. So let's get started in the process to build a free digital business card. Again, you'll see I've got multiple cards in this account, but the free card comes with one card, one link, one template. So how do you access that? You go create a new card. There's a little green plus sign. You can click on the create in the main navigation, and we're going to select card. We're going to go to our mobile card builder. This is going to allow us to access this card from our mobile device in the future if we ever need to update it. And we're selecting our free business card template. If you're coming in with a free account, this is the template that will be generated for you. So it's going to save you some of that effort of finding it. But if you're a premium user, I even think it's worthwhile to have this free version within your deck of cards so that you can show others just how simple it is to introduce yourself. So I'm going to select this template. Guys, it gives you an overview of the template. Very similar in what we're seeing in a preview here to what I was just showing as my own card. And we're going to show how simple it is because we're going to create this digital business card in under 2 minutes. We'll shoot for under a minute. So we're just going to follow these steps of putting in our info, uploading or changing our picture, and confirming. And we're going to do this all for Doug here, our sample account. So again, all we have to do is hit next and follow the process. And in fact, what I'll do is I'm going to save some time because it's going to take my profile information and load it directly into the card along with my profile picture. That's half the battle, guys. We're halfway there. In fact, if you want to dial this in even more, maybe you want to match this to the color of your branding, you can always come back to the template step and choose your different background colors. So there's a color picker in here where you can look at all different types of colors. I know we're in fall right now, so I'm going to select something a little bit more fall-y. We're going ahead and pick that. Again, you pick and choose your color. Maybe that's not the color you want to use. You want to use something like blue or green, whatever matches your brand. We want to tie this in to representing you, your brand, your product, your service. And again, this is the quick way to introduce yourself and allow other people to connect with you. So we're going to go back into our info section. And if you can fill out a form, you can build a digital business card. It's that simple. We give the card a title, my free business card. You could label it to just my digital business card. Sure to check your spelling there. Obviously, we've got our name, first and last, our title. Right now, we're doing some support and training for LFI. Maybe you have a phone number. Maybe there's a phone number to text. Maybe it's the same number. We'll just make sure it's in both fields. And what you'll end up seeing as you add to these is that on the preview, those elements will populate, right? So if I have an email address, it shows. If I don't, it disappears. If you do not want something on your card, you just leave it blank. If you do not have all of the available social media sites, you leave it blank. If you do have it and you want people to have access to it, you put it in and you'll see it populate on the card in real time. Again, maybe you're talking about the social media sites. There are lots of things, Line, Skype. I'm just going to put in some gobbledygook so you can see it show up on the card. And you can put in as many of these as you'd want to fill out your card in any way you'd like to see it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll put in, mysite.com. Okay, and you can see now we filled up lots of ways for people to connect with us. And again, we're giving people a path to follow. We're actually curating the experience that they're going to have when we connect with them. So guys, there's also outbound web links. We give you one outbound web link. If you have an online site, a shopping cart, a product page, you can put that information in there. Again, I can change what my site says. Maybe it's buy from me, and then it's mysite.com. You're going to put in your information as you fill this out. If you have video, maybe you've got a YouTube channel and you've got some great videos about your product, your service, or how you serve other people, you could load that right in. And you can change the title of what it says. You can change the link. If you don't have a video, you just leave it blank. Anything you leave blank is not going to show on your card. That's how simple we've made the process. So even if you're not technical, this is the number one thing we hear from people all the time. I can't create a landing page. I can't create a digital business card because I'm not technical. The reality is this is intended for non-technical people. We think everybody deserves to have that online presence. Likewise, you've got the lead capture form. You can say, join my mailing list. Maybe it's just, let's connect. Let's connect, leave me your info. And then they can fill that out. The beauty of this is it's just going to email you those leads in real time as they come in when people are connecting with you. So guys, that's it. Let's take the next step and see if we want to adjust any of our photos. I think the photo for our profile works out right, but if you did want to adjust that, you just select the change photo and you can select whatever photo you want to and hit save. So I'm just going to throw my photo in here as an example. You can even change this green background photo if you choose to do so. Now, a word of a tip on that is just make sure what you're putting in there, it's still legible to read your name and your title as you put that in. I like the solid color because it matches my brand. So we're just going to stick with this. We'll hit next. This is a preview of our card. We'll go on ahead and hit save. And guys, I probably spent more time talking than I did building on this thing. And now we have a new digital business card that we just created. We can go on ahead and preview that in the browser. And here it is with all of those links already ready. And it's all mobile optimized so that somebody can scan a QR code or I can tap this information to them. Even with the free account, we allow our Tap NFC technology to be a simple path for you to quickly share information to a mobile device and put the link right on their phone. So guys, if you have any questions about building this free digital business card, let us know in the chat or the comments of this video, and we'll make sure to continue to offer support on this. And you can see this is very similar, again, very similar to the card I created earlier on here. Now, let's talk about sort of leveling this card up, how we introduce ourselves. Maybe you've got a lot of videos that you want somebody to see. Maybe you have a lot of outbound web links that you want people to access. Maybe you want to put a carousel of your portfolio on your card, or you want to write more of a text description about what you do and how you serve others and the problems that you solve in your business. You're going to want to sort of level it up to one of our premium cards here. And as many of you know, this is all available for a nominal monthly cost, $30 or less on a monthly basis. If you have a invite code from somebody else who is a Shuffle user, you can save over 30% or 1/3 off of that monthly cost. So to get a card like this, guys, we go back into our Shuffle. We're going to go back into that create card process that we did earlier. We're going to select it. We're going to go to the desktop card builder. Why? When we're on our computer, we have a lot more flexibility, and we provide you with a whole series of different templates that you can choose. There are more templates in that mobile builder we started off with that free card. But if you want ultimate flexibility, dragging, dropping, replicating, all of that type of stuff to really build the card that you envision, you're going to want to start out here. I do want to call out, there is a whole marketplace of tons of other templates that we've already built out for you to use. So independent of what industry you're in, there's a good chance there's something there that can serve you. But we'll start out with the standard templates. These are all included as part of our premium shuffle subscription. We'll go down here to Kathy's favorite, template 18. Again, it's going to pop up with the same information. We're going to create a new card. Do we want to start out using our profile information? Unless you're building a card that's wildly different than your profile, I suggest you do that. We're going to hit create and edit because it's going to save you, again, the steps of adding that information in. And as we scroll in here, all of these things that exist on this card are just an example. So you can come in and swap out the logo, and you would just click on the item and hit change, and it would pull up, the different logos that you might want to put in there. I'm going to go through this somewhat quickly because my goal here is just to show you what is possible within these templates and not end up with a final card. And then I want to open this up for any question and answer for those of you who've joined us within the Zoom. Now, the fun part about this, again, every element I click on, maybe you want a carousel of sliding images in your portfolio. Maybe you want multiple buttons. The beauty is you can drag these elements around and put them wherever you want on your page. Maybe you want your video right at the top, so when somebody opens up your card right underneath your brand, they're hearing a message directly from you. Hey, it was great to meet you. It's ER here. I'm so glad we're getting a chance to connect. I look forward to finding time to really dig in and learn more about you, or whatever, again, your goals in your business are. Maybe you don't have products to do a product scroller. I can quickly hide those elements, or I can even come in and delete those elements, and they'll no longer exist on the card. If it's hidden or unfilled out, it's just not going to display as we saw on that free card. Here's all of that text section. If you want more text section, you just can come down and maybe it's clone it so that you have more text sections, and you can drag those up. Maybe you want to have a text section at the top, then you want to have a text section towards the bottom right underneath your social media. All you do is tap on things, drag them out, clone them, hide them, and fill them in. And again, it's as simple as clicking on something, coming up and hitting change, and selecting whatever image you'd like to upload into that. We've got a photo library. Maybe it's existing shuffle images. Maybe it's images that you've already used in the past, and you can just go through and look at all the ones you have and select one. Entirely up to you as you build out your card. But that's truly the power of some of this premium stuff, is you can design the card like you visualize it so that people can see who you are, what you do, and start connecting with you. So guys, right now, I know I've been talking at you for about 20 minutes. Hopefully you've seen everything at a high level of what we can do to introduce ourselves in a new way, whether that's using our free card or a more premium card. What tends to happen after we introduce ourselves, we share additional information, we share landing pages, we share marketing content. All of that can be built within the Shuffle platform. And then everything that we gather, if we're capturing leads, all of those can be managed and those relationships can be built within the Shuffle platform. So there's a lot of power within this tool, but we want everybody to just get started right and think about how they're introducing themselves to people in a whole new way. So I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to open this up for any general conversation for those of you who joined us. Feel free to raise your hand on the Zoom, and you can either give us a question, a tip, a trick, a comment, something you've learned or experienced while using your Shuffle cards. Yeah, Ruben, thanks for joining. Go ahead.
Well, the theme basically is how I use or how I meet people.
Yeah.
So the painting behind me, I designed this painting to take me through that whole process. First of all, over here you'll see a business that is really pretty savvy with technology. You can see by the coloring and all, but he's pretty sad because he's paying a lot of money and he's not getting the effects that he wants. So here I come with a beautiful card to make my introduction, saying this is possible business. Okay. And then once he adopts to that, I introduce him to the community for other ideas that they can get and making their business flourish. And then I put him into the funnel, which is basically here, this little teacup, which nourishes and gives them more ideas from other members of the community on what they can do. It's constant. And how do you do that? The spout. You constantly drip and support those fledgling customers that you get so that they can all have eventually a beautiful card that depicts their business.
I love that, Ruben. Great painting and great analogy on the whole relationship building process. And that's really what we want to extend the conversation into, right? Part of the aspect is how we meet new people, how we introduce ourselves, how we start to build our potential list or prospects that we're working. And Ruben, as you talked about, then we're talking about the interactions that we have with those people over time, whether it's a single funnel or whether it's multiple drips that, Ruben, you're talking about with personal interaction and all these things as we build the relationship. And eventually, those individuals are making informed decisions to become our customer. And if we've done our job right after we enroll them and service them and provide excellent service, they become our champions and they end up referring us to our next potential customers. And that continues to complete the life cycle until, as Ruben so eloquently put it, we are left with a beautiful bouquet of business. So guys, this is what it's all about, right? We first start out by introducing ourselves. Brenda, go ahead. Thanks for joining.
Hello, everyone. Hey, ER, as far as the free card, I could not open up the free card under my browser. I don't know if I should have removed my email, but it was saying that I already had an account. So on your free card, you can't have the same email address because I had to go through another browser and change the email.
So again, it depends. If you're trying to open a free account, like a second account to have for free, you're going to need to use a different email address. We only allow one email address per account. However, you can still build under your primary account that free card template. You would just go through that same process that I went through earlier, and you would go in to build a new card. And for those of you who are watching this, a premium account comes with multiple cards. People ask us all the time, why do you have 10 cards? For instances just like this, where I would have a premium card and I could juxtapose that with the example of the free card. So when you're doing that, you want to be using the mobile builder. And I'm going to jump over and share it one more time. Give me a second to close out what we were working on here. Share our account. So when you are in your primary account, Brenda, what you want to do is come over to Create and hit Card and select your mobile card builder. And from here, you will see the free business card template in your premium account. There's no need to have two accounts unless you really want to show somebody this is what you're getting in a free account. But that brings up a great question. What do you get in a free account? Because as you can see, we're in a premium account right now, this premium subscription. And so I have things like my card index, which allows me to collect other people's cards. The activity, which overviews all the activity across all of my cards, the people who are reviewing it, the campaigns that I'm using. My contacts, this is that relationship builder I was talking about. Discover channels, alerts, chat, all of these other things that are included. When you're on a free account, you basically have your cards, guys. You have one card using one template, and it provides you one link that you can share to everybody. But what you'll see with Shuffle is you might want to know who's looking at what when. So you're going to want to have individual card links for multiple links for a single card that you can differentiate. Is there an audience that's looking at it? Is there an individual that's looking at it? So is it possible to create multiple accounts, Brenda? Absolutely. But you're going to have to use a separate email for each because we only allow one email per account. But I would encourage you, just build the free card on your premium account so you have that example so you don't have to log out and into different accounts. Hopefully that helps.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else out there? Questions, tips, tricks, recommendations, how Shuffle's working for you, how you're introducing yourself. Yep, Jeff, I see that hand. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to stay on the same topic. Just for fun, I opened up a separate screen. I just went in. I didn't have to do incognito or anything. I just went in and did exactly what you did. There was the free sample. I went in and I didn't even do any. I just went next. Yep. And now that free card, and help me out here, is now, as a part of my 100 cards. It's at the bottom and it says free business card with my pre-information already on it. So is that the card that everybody's kind of asking about, that they take that, and is that the card they're building for somebody else and sharing with them? Or I guess I'm trying to help understand what everybody else is asking so that I can execute, one way or the other.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I built the card before I had my 100 cards, and I was building the card to get familiar with it so I know how to promote it to someone else. So I don't know if I had my 10 cards at that time and I was trying to get a free card and it would not allow me unless I changed my email address.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could do it now that I have the 100 cards and see if I can get another free card.
Yeah, that might have been the case. And, again, we get the question all the time, why does it come with 10 cards? And now you hear people talking about 100 cards in their deck. It's because we want to deliver the right information to the right person at the right time. We might be running multiple businesses. We might be highlighting a product or a service specifically. We might be answering common questions that potential customers might have. And we can do that all on separate cards, which you have to think in terms of almost like a landing page. Now, Jeff, it really depends on the audience member that you're talking to. Obviously, as I stated at the beginning, I truly believe everybody in the world should at minimum have a free digital business card. So it would be beneficial for you to be versed in how to create a free business card and how to create a free account. So that way you can share that ability to other people. Now, with that being said, you could go in and help them create their free business card. But as we saw, as I went through there, it's pretty self-explanatory. You sort of just click through the process and fill it out. You can always come back and re-edit your cards over and over and over again. So as long as you've got that free card in your account, you're able to come back and build it and adjust it and add to it. With that being said, a majority of people who are out there introducing people to Shuffle and showing them the benefits of the premium access, they're building cards that are more premium than they are free. So they've got a card that they use or a template that they use, and they might be cloning it for somebody else and helping them get started. There's definitely a learning curve when you go from that mobile form-based model to something that's a lot more agile, like the drag and the drop and the clone. It's somewhat intuitive, but like with any technology, there's a little learning curve. So sometimes it's helpful to step in and help somebody build their first card. And anybody on here who's built a card for somebody else, I'm sure you can attest to that process.
Hey, I have a response for Brenda.
Yep.
Brenda, I added another email so I can have a free account to show them the limitations of it. And then I created a card for that person. Well, then I used it for another person. Okay. That QR code is just that one. So when that other person opened up their email that I created for them, guess what? The new one popped up. The new person popped up. Welcome to the community,
Ruben, you say that. Another little tip I've heard from people doing that, it's almost like, I'm going to share a card with you, but I'm not going to make it all your information. I might leave my phone number on there or my email address on there so that you should come back to me if you're interested in using this, because you'll see times where you build a card for somebody, share it out, and then all of a sudden they're just resharing that card over and over and over and over again. And the intent is to really get them into the ecosystem, allow them to become a part of the LFI community so that they can maximize the benefit of all the tools. Now, Kathy, I saw a question from you in here. I'm going to read this off and then I'm going to jump in and show this, because I think this is something we can do right now as part of coming back in and editing our free card. And it's maybe you want to give away free cards to people. So you want to put a link on your card to the free card offering. How would you do that? So the first thing you need to do is maybe create your free card promotion. And obviously, if you're not a premium user, you would need to upgrade to premium so that you can have 2 cards, not just the one. But let's jump back into our account and go through that, Kathy. The first thing I want to call out here is if you're building cards, there's a way to shuffle, promote free, create a card. And I'm just going to preview this card that was spun up and offer a free card with your link on here for somebody you share this with to claim their card. Now you can see there's a little link up here, and I'm going to be copying this link in just a minute, and we're going to paste this link on the button for our free card. And so let's go back into our shuffle, and we're going to come back to where we had my digital business card. Again, I'll preview that so you can see what that was. That was our green card. And remember, we have a buy from me link on here. We're going to relabel this. We're going to come in and edit this, and we're going to say, get your free digital business card and put our link on it. So again, the 2-step process is you want to create this free shuffle promotion card that we were just looking at. I'll preview it again. We've got a few tabs opened up, and I'm going to show you how to first create this, and then I'm going to show you how to grab the link and put it in. So we'll come back to our shuffle. Actually, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Keep yourself a bit organized is always a good recommendation. And I'm going to come down to create a card. And if you go into that mobile card builder, you'll actually see a section over here where you can search for card templates or even promote LFI. And I'm going to click on promote LFI, and you'll see right here there are different offers that you can promote at as an LFI ambassador with us. We want to encourage you to join our mission to take this technology to the rest of the world, and we've made it pretty easy by pre-building some cards for you. If you don't like the cards that we built, you're welcome to build your own or design your own. And you can always start with this as a foundation and grab the links on here, the hyperlinks, and put those into buttons on your card. But we're going to select the free card offer. And again, claim your free card. We'll hit select this template, and we would just fill out the details as we go through the same step or process that we did when we built our free card. Again, the same 1-step, 2-step, 3-step. When you get to the final step to confirm and hit save, and I'm not going to go through that process, it's pretty self-explanatory, you're going to end up with your Shuffle Promote for Free card. And when you do, you can go on ahead and preview that or create a campaign if you want to monitor it to generate a link that you're going to then copy and use somewhere else. So we're going to copy this link, come back into our account. We're going to go to our free digital business card, and we're going to edit it. And we're going to come down on the free, and we're going to be editing this button and put our free offer on there. So we'll hit next to where we get to the info section. We'll scroll down, as you saw in that tutorial earlier, until we get to the area where we had our buy from me button text. We're going to get your free digital business card here. And then we're going to put our link right on there. And then we'll just hit next, next, and save. That's how easy it is to come in and re-edit a card and re-update it. You'll see a little notification. This is a cool part in Shuffle. If you've ever shared your card to other people via Shuffle, you saw my card index. If your card exists in their card index and you hit yes, they're going to get a little alert that you just updated your card, that something on your card has changed. And this is their call to action to come back and re-engage with your contact, your material. We're going to head and hit no on that. But I'm going to come back and we're going to preview our card. And we'll see it looks very similar to how it looked at the start, but now our button says get your free digital business card. And if we click on that button, it's going to take us straight to the other card, which is the free offer where they can claim their free card. And if they click on that link, it's going to take them straight into the sign up with zero cost. So Kathy, I hope that helps you out. Again, this has been live streamed on YouTube. So you can always come back to this video and replay that segment over and over and over again to follow along with those steps. But I would encourage you, use your links wisely, share the card out freely. We're on a mission to support the success of entrepreneurs, small business owners, work-at-home professionals. And we believe these are the people out there connecting with other people, and we want them to introduce themselves in a whole new way. Danon, yes, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I saw when you was going down that list of where the free card was, it said affiliate program. What would that entail?
Yeah, this is a great question, Danon. As you know,
I
we
remember
do.
seeing it before.
Yep, I'm gonna go through it. Let's go ahead and take a look, and I'll share my screen again, and we'll talk to it, and I'll show you what the template has. As you're aware, we want you guys out there promoting LFI. You can promote the LFI products. This is Shuffle, this is Tap, but you can also build a team of other promoters, other affiliates, and other ambassadors. And in order to do that, you might want to share information about our affiliate program with those people. So like we created the template for free business card that you saw, we created a template that highlights the affiliate program so that you can send that out to people as well if they're interested in creating maybe side hustle income or passive residual income within our program. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We're going to jump back over into our create card. And again, you'll see I'm already at 19 cards just on my demo account. So I've gone past the 10, I've upgraded my account to have 100, and this is allowing me to create lots and lots of cards. So we'll go into create a card, and Danon, as you mentioned, we're going to the mobile builder. We're going over into that section and we're highlighting the promote LFI. And here's a whole list. There's the free card. Maybe there's a $1 trial, guys. You want to actually give somebody the full kit and caboodle, the premium offering, but allow them to try it for $1. You as ambassadors and as affiliates can go on ahead and create those cards to do that. Then there's the discount offer, directly save them a third. Our MSRP, which is what we sell at. We sell it at $30. We do not compete against our ambassadors or our affiliates. If you choose to discount it, that's your choice for your audience. And Danon, as you called out, we have an offering for affiliate program. I'm going to select that one, and you'll see it pulls up a whole template that overviews our affiliate program and gives them a link to get started. They follow that link in. And again, we want to encourage them to not just get the tools, Shuffle and Tap, but to actually activate their affiliate status. So they can actually come in and learn more about our affiliate program. They can learn more on how they can boost their income, create a side hustle, join as an affiliate, maybe as an ambassador to be actively promoting. They're going to get out there and promote. We just provide people with links and content, just like the cards we saw. And anybody who comes in through your card, you get credit for it and you earn a commission. We've gone through the payout structure before in the past, 10% residually on everybody you directly refer, 8% from everybody who comes in through your network referrals for a full 6 degrees of separation. And we even have more leverage. If you go out and directly refer 10, 20, 30, or 40 people, you'll get 1% on additional levels up to 10 degrees of separation. Here's a quick visual of that. All of that's going to be overviewed in that affiliate card. So you can check that one out as well. Or I always encourage people, these templates are just items we've made available to you. If you want to create your own template, you can always grab the links from the buttons on the templates we provided. And maybe you want to do one that's a testimonial about how you've benefited from Shuffle, what your experience has been, and then let them know, hey, click down below to get your free one. You can grab that same hyperlink that is yours from that free card, put it in that button, and make it go directly to that enrollment page. There's a lot of flexibility on the platform for you to control what you create. So thanks for that, Danon. Any other questions from anybody? Okay, guys. Last call. Well, if you've been watching this, this has been Tech Tuesday. We come on every Tuesday and we talk about the technology. We've done a quick overview today. Hopefully you got this replay and you can come back and watch it and redo it. Yeah, Jeff, I saw that hand go up. Go ahead.
And this is, you can say yes or no, but I know at some point, some of the people, this would be on more the design advanced side. Out of Canva, I have taken the sizing of what is the ideal size for the LFI images, created that, and then I have a whole scroll down of different images, in different ways that you can plug those into an LFI card. So I don't know if you wanted to do that now or later, or
let's do it now, Jeff. Let's do it now. This is another thing. Again, the intent behind this system is for you not to have to be a designer, a developer, a
Right.
programmer, right? We do not expect you to have a degree in computer science to use this platform. And Jeff, one of the things that I love is there's a lot of other tools out there, Canva being one of those for designing your artwork. And then I see people take those and they'll just stack those images in a mobile friendly way to make up what their page would be, and then take those images and use them as outbound web links. So let's go through an example of that real quick. I don't have any Canva images on my end, Jeff, but I'm just going to give you an overview of how you would go through that process. So again, we're back on our card section within Shuffle. I'm on the desktop app, everybody. There's a mobile app, there's a native app, but I recommend if you're going to be getting into the nitty gritty of building content on the Shuffle platform, you want to do it from the web. It's a little bit easier to have multiple tabs open up your, your Canva or your, desktop or your download so that you can access those files a little bit easier. We're going to go in, we're going to hit create. We're going to hit create a card. We're going to use that desktop card builder. We're going to come in here and we're going to look for a template that maybe is an image forward approach. So again, here's one that has image scroller. We don't always have to have a single image in it. We could have multiple ones. We're going to select that one. And I'm just going to briefly give you guys an overview. All of these sections that you see in here, you can hide the elements you don't want to use. So I'm just going to hide a bunch of this stuff. Another best practice, if you don't like seeing a grayed out thing because these grayed out things don't show, you can always drag them to the bottom of your template so that they're out of the way. I like to leave hidden things on my template because then I can always come and reveal them later if I ever need to come back and edit it. If you're not that person and you're dead set, I'm never going to use this element on this card again, you can always hit delete and that element will be gone. But remember, I just deleted the logo section. It's a little bit more cumbersome to get it back or to get it added. Now, what you'll see here is an image and maybe a button, but our images can have links or hyperlinks as well. So I might not even need to use a button. So I'm going to quickly go through and we're going to hide these other elements. And again, you'll see these elements get grayed out as I come over here and hide them. And all I'm doing is I'm clicking on the element in question. It opens up the editor on the left-hand side, and all of the things I can modify about that element will be in that left side editor, including the hide, the delete, and the clone. So if you're building multiple pieces of this, of your page, you can clone things over and over again. And that's what we're going to do for the image section that Jeff was talking about, where we stack a bunch of images and then we would go into our Canva images and we would load those into each of the stacked sections. So let's finish up hiding real quick. Got just a few more sections to hide. Go in here. And again, I'm not going to go through the process of actually uploading the Canva images. Hopefully what we're going to overview here is going to give you enough context to understand how you would do this process. So if we look at this, everything is grayed out with the exception of the image that I have at the top. This is an image scroller, which it allows me when I click on here to add multiple images. So maybe you wanted to scroll through. If you don't want multiple images, you can just delete the image and now you'll just have one. Then I'm going to click on that image and I'm going to hit clone. And you'll see right below it, I get another one. Then I'll hit clone again and another one, and clone again, another one. So depending on how you've laid out your page, maybe you're stacking 5, 10 Canva images. Right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's go on ahead and do another one. We'll hit clone one more time and hit 5. So now we've got 5 images all stacked on top of each other. I would actually go in, to Jeff's point, design my Canva image based on this. And when I'm clicking on these, I can click the change and upload the new images. I would just load them in, upload them from my downloads to pull in those Canva images. And once I've done that, I've stacked them. Okay. Remember on here in the editor on the left, I can set a link to this image. So I could say, I want this image that is an image with a call to action to actually go to a website. And when somebody scrolls on there, they can click on that image and the whole image, that whole box is acting like a giant button to take them wherever I want to go. So maybe your Canva design shows a product, has a banner, and the banner says buy now. When they click on that, it's going to navigate them away. And you can select whether you want that to open in a new tab, whether the link is going to some, maybe it's a call me and you want somebody to call you. You can actually put in your phone number and you would select the type and maybe it's the phone. And when they click that image, it would actually represent them calling you and their mobile device would actually request to call. So there's a lot you can do with that. I'm going to make this first one a call, and we'll make these next ones buy images. So we'll set a link and we'll just make them go to Google. Okay. I don't even think we need, there's a URL. And then we'll make the other ones do the same. Make this one go to Yahoo. It's a URL. Make this one go to Facebook. Make it a URL. And so you can see how this process is just rinse and repeat as you upload. I'm going to hit save. And again, because I didn't upload separate images when we preview this, we're just going to see those 5 images stacked. But I want you to visualize, and maybe Jeff, you have a Canva image or 2 that you can share after we're done.
Sure.
Preview that card. You're going to see it as a nice series of stacked images. And you can see as I mouse over these, this one was linked to a phone number. It's actually asking me to make a call from my computer here. These ones, this is an outbound link to Google. So when they click on it, it takes them straight into Google. So you can use these images to actually simplify the process of creating a visual landing page. Now, I do want to preface it with one thing. Visual landing pages are not necessarily search optimized for SEO because a lot of the text that you'll put in your images will not be something that the algorithms and can spider. Whereas if you're writing text fields in, they'll actually be able to spider those. That's the only downside I see of using stacked images to represent your landing page. And Jeff, did you have a sample of the Canva images or some stacked ones that you can share? I think that will drive the point home for everybody.
Yeah, and then I have a section that actually is kind of a value-based one. And I think that's, you know, the biggest thing is when we want to convince or influence people to do the LFI shuffle, you want to give them some education on the front end, and then you have a call to action. So I'm going to give you an example of, let's see, I just need to go in and hit share screen off of this and get your permission. I got to get your permission now.
Was it asking for permission? Let me make you a co-host. Go ahead. There you go.
Do I have it?
It
okay.
should.
So let's see. Let's just do the entire messy desktop. No judging out there.
Judgment.
Okay, so I'm going to spread this out a little bit. So this was one of mine. So it's just a quick stack, and then this one I did for somebody else, Leonida, and then this is for a short 12-minute tutorial, digital marketing trends, and this is just a quick 3-stacker. But here's one that I don't know if you guys have seen yet. I don't know if I put this together on a card yet, but I have it ready to go. So I guess that's what I'm saying is, this is all ready to go. 90% of my work is done, and I can still add copy in between the images, like you're saying, ER. So 5 steps for mobile marketing, successful mobile marketing. And so some people are going to be, they're not sure what that is, a little curiosity. And then I just take them through steps. Step 1, create your mobile friendly site. And again, I created this copy to really fit Shuffle. Know your target audience. And so I'm giving some education to the busy business owner who really doesn't have time to think about that. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm not really optimizing my social media. I need to have a strategy. So I'm hitting hot buttons that are kind of poking. I'm kind of creating some agitation as I'm showing them, but I'm also doing the problem agitate solution right here. So then share your digital business card. And they're like, I don't know how to share that. Now you can automate your message and save time by providing relevant information. So they're like, okay, that's what I want, but I don't know how. So I'm kind of creating this desire, yet I don't quite know exactly what the next step is. So then I hit them with what message will you share with the world? Ready to learn more about having your own simple to create and easy to share digital business card. do it yourself or get it done for you. Because again, there's going to be people that want a little handhold and some that just say, heck, I'll just do it. So anyway, and then I have my free, offer in that special discounted pricing. There you can see I actually take there's no hidden fees, no contract, limited time offer, and I'm giving them my choice to give them the $20 a month or the $200 a year. Here's what you get, which is you always want to remind them that it isn't just a business card. I put on there landing pages, self-branding, marketing materials, unlimited contacts. And that was another one I think I posted. But anyway, so that's an example of where I'm putting together just a quick tutorial, almost like a blog, that then has a visual blog, and then they can just go ahead and click. And that can all be put into one of my 100 LFI shuffle cards to then use as one of my many ways to draw people into taking a closer look. Does that make sense for everybody? And I can make all those images have a link. I can have buttons or whatever else. Once I put these inside of the LFI Shuffle design platform, and then go from there. So does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, I think, Jeff, that's a amazing technique to simplify the process of building out the pages. As you were mentioning, you can even seed them with things like video in between the images. I just went in and edited that card and unhid the video that we hid earlier and dragged it up. If I wanted a text section in between those two Canva images, I'd come down to my text section. I'd come down and I'd unhide it. I'm showing it. It's going to reveal itself. And then I'm just going to grab it and drag it up to where it's relevant. And then when we save this information, when we come back to that card and refresh it, we're going to start to see all of those additional things reveal themselves. And Jeff, what you're talking about, that might save you time in really dialing in the design of your card. These are mobile-friendly pages. If you take that Canva little tile and you make it laid out on a mobile site, you can make it look exactly like you want your page to look. And I think the biggest thing here, and guys, this is what we've been talking about from the very beginning. You've seen it escalate from a digital business card to a landing page. We've got people who link these pages together, like I linked the free card offer to my free digital business card, so I could tell somebody to get their own micro sites, little mini funnels. There's a lot of power on this platform, all for a nominal monthly fee. And as we've heard from people today, it's something that can be completely useful in helping you take your business to the next level, whether that's how you introduce yourself, whether that's how they learn about your products, your service, your offering, they follow the calls to action, and they move forward in your process. So with that being said, guys, this has all been how do you introduce yourself? How do you make that initial connection? Hopefully you picked some tips up today and you can apply them in your business immediately. Look, if you're watching this for the first time, this is my number one ask. If you're still sharing a traditional business card, guys, 10 billion of these a year, guys, 9 billion of them are going in the trash can each and every year. We can make a massive impact. We don't want to send out 2,500 of these just to see a 2% uptick in our business, when we can share out 10, 20, 30 digital business cards, engage with our customers, increase our conversion rates, and actually affect our bottom line. So my ask to you, if you're doing that, if you're still doing the old way of things and expecting a different result, I encourage you, check out the free digital business card to start, or test out the premium service and put it into action in your business. You'll see the results. So with that being said, guys, this has been Tech Tuesday. I'm E.R. Wolf, subbing in for Master Trainer Kathy Inman. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you guys all on the next call. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Good to see you guys.